It's week 2 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good... Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now on the return.
Here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 83 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Burrow's throw taken in by Moss. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. The 30. 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Third and 2. Now Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Woodward. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Throwing after the interception. Woodward. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, here's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he tagged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From midfield now, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Woodward. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter two, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Woodward. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cincinnati set to take over once again, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Shrugs him off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed, and how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Woodward. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevens. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Woodward. And this one is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Woodward. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bengals offense returns to the field, and last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 24, Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A draw play for Mixon. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Woodward. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Full of run show Fatukasi. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Woodward. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Woodward throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on 1st down. Woodward. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
They're back backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Woodward. And he comes back with one complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
On 3rd down, Woodward lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Houston.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats.
On 1st and 10, Woodward sets up the screen to Gordon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Woodward. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 2nd miss of the game. They both hurt. This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a 2nd half lead. And they're counting on you to put them in front. And I tell you, there's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys down.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Time to go to work.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Woodward. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Woodward. That's out to the flat for Gordon. He'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw. Woodward lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A handoff to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Second down and goal. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to break our fourth quarter tie. McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Woodward lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Woodward got Gordon open, completes it. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to throw. Woodward. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on third down. Woodward. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw again. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Woodward. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Woodward. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-time 4th quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always a chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the 4th quarter driver's seat, still up 3. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now. Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. This has been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On first down, Woodward. And that is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Woodward.
Looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Texans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Back to throw again.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Lets it fly for Thielen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of the young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now the Texans down by 10, 36 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 6 there on first. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Stevens. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Woodward. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bengals, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-1.